Good morning, everybody. This is Joe Padovich at Keller Williams in Whittier, California. We're coming to you live today. It's approximately 9:45 Pacific California time. I'm here to talk to you about 15 to 20 minutes about the real estate trends we're looking at in 2024 and if this is the best time to sell or buy real estate. And let's begin off. It's been a tumultuous uh, Christmas vacation, beginning of the year. Everybody's had some fun. We still got a little bit of Valentine's Day behind here. So my name is Joe, Padovich. I am the only one in the state uh, registry for a real estate licensee at the DRE, Department of Real Estate. You can look me up there. I'm also at joepadovich at gmail.com or joepadovich at kw.com or Joe Padovich, www.joepadovich.com on my website. So let's delve in. Is this the time to buy real estate right now? Now, every day is the time to buy real estate. Depends on what you're looking for and who you are. Are you a buyer? Are you a seller? Now, let's look at sellers for a second here. Now, the market's pretty heavy with some inventory right now. It's going to go back about three to 6 months. It could be wrong a little bit, but we're looking about 3 to 6 months in trends right now. Now, you can actually look this stuff up on the National Association of Realtors website or any other banking website that talks about real estate and marketing. Now, what's interesting right now is what you're going to see what people working in the background. What you're going to look at and see and notice that real estate interest rates have dropped a little bit. They're still a little higher than they usually be, but they dropped a little bit. Now let's really jump into this question here for sellers. Time right now is the best time to sell. Right now is the best time to start preparing to sell. Because the best selling times right now is in the spring, summertime. So if you start off early in the year, at the end of Christmas, after the holidays, start preparing your home for sale, start getting it ready, even before you call somebody like me at 949-439-0383. But if you call and have been ready before you call, the best time to make those calls are when you're ready to sell. Have all your paperwork together. Have everything together that you're ready to go. You can just put it right there. We have like all your real estate documents, all that paperwork, everything. We'll go over that in another broadcast. But let's look at this here. But another thing that's important as a seller, we just talked about a minute ago. Today is the time, if you're selling, is preparing to sell. Okay. Now, me as a professional can go to your property. We can inspect it. We can tell you. We can do CMAs. We can do RPRs. We can do all kinds of investigations. Say what it could sell for, might, but you want to have everything together. But the question is, what we put in our tags here? Why real estate? Why now? How? What? When? Who? When? We're going to get into that in 1 second. But right now, as sellers, get prepared. Get ready. Get prepared. Or one of your agent, your realtor meets with you, you're ready to go. The same thing with you buyers. Be prepared. Know where you want to go. Know what you're looking for. Do you want a pool? Do you not want a pool? You want upstairs? You want downstairs? You want how many bedrooms do you want? What are you specifically looking for? Are you pre-financed? Don't get pre-financed until you're ready to go. But before you do that, have a lender look at you. I'll give you some lender information in the next broadcast. But the important thing to do is be prepared, be ready to buy, and be ready to sell. Now let's look at this: how, what, where, who, and what, all this other stuff. Now when I say why, you have the question for the why. Okay? You have the question for the why. Okay? Why are we selling? Why are we buying? Why now? Why did you answer? That's your question to answer. The why is on you. The why is for you. The what? The what is on you. What are you looking for? Now, the what and the why will go together. Okay. Now, why are you looking? What are you looking for? The what and the why are going to go together because you look what you're looking and what you're looking for. The what and the why are going to go together. You answer those questions for yourself. Now the how you're going to sell, how you're going to buy. Now I can't tell you what to buy or what to sell. All I can do is help you to look at what you're interested in. If you say, hey Joe, I'm looking at 3 bedrooms, 2 baths within this price range. I am going to show you 3 bedrooms, this bath, and pretty much this price range. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of stuff to look at on the side a little bit that might be a little bit different what you're looking for. The same prices. Maybe you want a 3 and 2, but I found a 4 and 2, or maybe just a little bit more than the price because you have kids in school, you have a business. You got to realize there's a lot of people that have businesses, okay, home-based businesses, so they need that office space, or they want to have a home gym. So these questions, that's me. The how. How are you looking for? What are you looking for? Why are you looking for this? What are you looking for? That's our conversations. Now, another thing is when. When we just talked about that. When are you looking to move? When is your time frame? If you want to be in a new place or out of your old place within 45 days, well, give me a call at 949-439-0383 and we'll get you started. So the best thing to do is go here, answer your question, the why, the what, the how, the when. Answer those questions to yourself. Now it's to who? Who's going to help you? And I'm here, Joe Padovich, Padovich. I'm here to help you, to assist you from beginning to end. What we're going to do is we're going to do everything we need to do, get you pre-started. Because what people don't want to do is they don't want to waste time. They don't go into a meeting, into a business arrangement, a meeting, and realize, well, this agent isn't working for me, or this isn't right. I don't like this. I got to do this. What do I got to do? Oh, I got to lien in my house. I have all this different stuff. I got to get my credit cards checked. I got to pay this off. Here's another example for buyers and sellers, especially buyers. What if you're buying a house and run your credit or preparing to run your credit, and you realize you have 3 credit cards and you're like $6,000 on it? They're not going to qualify you to buy the loan because you have to have a threshold in between there. Okay, we'll talk about those in another broadcast. What your thresholds are, what your minimum balances are, and everything has to be required. I'm not a financial guy, but we can go over some documents and some stuff and talk about that. But I'll give you lenders that I can add to my broadcast. We can help you with that. Another thing is where do you want to be? Okay, we're going to all these little scenarios. Where do you want to be? Now the where is important. The where is significantly important because for a seller, if you're selling your property, what's the where? Where are you moving to? Where are you leaving to? Are you just retiring and you're just going to go live and you're just going to move into another place? Are you downsizing because the kids are out of school, out of college? Are you upgrading? And then when you look at that, that's part of the where. And it continues everything else. It all goes in a row, the how, what, why, where, and all that. But the where is important. Okay? Like I said before, if you want 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, or 3 and 2, I'll find you those. But you have to know the where. You want to live on a farm property. You want to live in a condo. You want to live in a little apartment. You want to live in the city. You want to live by yourself and up in the middle of nowhere. You want to live in Bakersfield. See, that's the where. How, the where, the what, the why. All that stuff ties in. That's important for you guys to understand. Everything ties in to what you're looking for. Okay? Now, we have other questions about, like the what ifs, the other questions about who, why, what, where. There's other questions tied into that. Now, there's a lot of what ifs in real estate. And the important things to deal with that is you have to know what you want. You don't want to say, Oh, Joe, I want to get out of this house because I need to fix it. Customers money. Okay, well, is that a reason to move? Not really. Oh, Joe, I want to buy a house or buy a condo because my rent's too high. I can make more money spending less on mortgage payment, on rent payments I could have mortgage, plus have an investment. That's a good reason why. Okay, that's the what if, that's the why. So all this stuff goes in a circle because part of my job here for you is to make sure that I listen to your questions, listen to your concerns, and listen to what you want and understand why you want it. Because some people, they want something I've talked to before, met with before. They don't know what they want and they don't know why they want it. Because they're bored of their house they live in. Oh, we've been here for 25 years. We're just bored of this property. Okay, but have you painted it? Have you changed the gardening? Have you changed the furniture? Now, I'm a real estate agent. I'm a licensed realtor in the state of California. Look me up. I'm licensed. I have a license, and I can show it to you right here on my wall. But I'm a license to sell real estate. So I want to sell you real estate. That's my job. But also my job is to make sure that you're happy for where you're at. You're comfortable, you're happy, and you want to do the transaction, and you're doing transaction for the right reasons. Now, there's other stuff here. There are people moving out of the state of California because of taxes and politics and stuff. Okay? Political reasons, politics, gas, prices. Now, I can also help you relocate out of state to another state because in Keller Williams, we're all part of a network here. Keller Williams is all over the world, and we have a relocation platform, and we can help you with that. So I can connect you from here to another agent in another state, and we can work together with you on that for sellers and buyers. Also, what if you relocate another job? You have to move quickly. We can help you with that also. Now let's look at some other important aspects of what we're talking about. Let's look at trends for a minute. We've been talking the why, what, who, what, where, and all this other stuff. Now let's look at trends. Now, we do know interest rates are a little bit less than they've been, but they're still a little higher than they were. So we have to wait on that a little bit. Now, we do have a 2024 presidential election going on, and there are a lot of people involved in this politics stuff, and a lot of people involved in Democrats, conservatives, and all that other stuff. I'm here as a real estate agent to assist you selling and buying real estate. But you have to know and understand that there's politics involved going on right now. And some people are going to wait to see what happens in the election coming up in November and what happens in January once the transition happens, if there is a transition. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at how people are looking at politics. If people are going to wait and look at politics, I think things will get cheaper in the next year. With inflation may or may not change pretty soon. Also, one of the important things to look at besides what we're talking about here is how's your finances going to be, what your marketing is going to be, what you're doing as a business. Your home is your business. Your apartment is your business. So how are you running your business in order to either buy or sell real estate? So the important thing on that is to what? Like we talked about before, how, what, why, where, who, and all that other stuff. You got to deal with the what ifs we talked about. Then we have to deal with the real estate trends, what you're looking at, what your business is, because your home is your business. You're a business manager. Your business is your home. You're managing your business when you manage your home. When you pay your bills every month and all that other stuff, you want to make sure that you're in the green, in the black every month, something that you can save. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have something that you can show for a down payment. Yeah, I know you do FHA. I know I'm jumping around it, just give me a second. I know you do FHA 3.5%, up to $700,000, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check that. But make sure everything's in a row. Don't start any credit. Don't get anything new. Don't do anything. Keep it all the same. Don't change anything. Don't quit your job. You can add a job, but don't quit your job. You can have your credit cards, pay them down. Remember, in real estate and finances of real estate and funding and lending, they're going to look at something, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's 7 months. If the bill can be paid off in 7 months, they're not going to consider it unless it's a significant amount, okay? So they're not going to consider it. So watch what you're doing there. Now let's look at some other interesting aspects of what we're looking at. One important thing is why in Southern California is a good time to buy real estate or sell. But why? Let's look at sellers for a minute. Why is it a good time to sell in real estate right now? Here's what you have in California. Now, like we talked about, we have this political stuff going on. We have all this stuff going on. There are a lot of people leaving California and moving to other states. But here's one thing that California has. California has significantly warm weather year round. Now it's cold right now. It gets freezing at night here, about 30 degrees, 20. It gets pretty cold at night, but it doesn't snow. So you have you're in warm weather, or warmer weather than a lot of the countries. You're not snowed in. You don't have the snow to deal with. Okay. Now we know taxes are higher. We know the gas prices are higher. But you've got to understand one thing. If you got high gas, let me just give you advice. You're paying high gas, bet $100, get a Costco card. That'll significantly save you a lot of money. That's a tip I have real quick. So you have to look at that. Now also, one other important thing about this, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a happy family life. If your kids are now 10 years old to 15 years old, they want to go to the park. They want to play around. They have fun. Go out with kids. If they're little babies, they're doing other things, but they want to have kids in the right places. You want to be able to live in the right neighborhood where you want to be. Do you want to be gated in a gated community? That's something to look at. That's the why, what, when, and who. That's what we talked about a little while ago. But the important thing, the most critically important thing about it is what makes you happy. Now, people will say, it's not about being happy, it's about being content and be able to afford. But to be able to afford and be content, that means you're happy. You see what I'm saying? So all these things are going to go together. Okay. So if you can be happy, you're contented. Plus, on top of that, you can enjoy your nice new home. But remember, we just talked about it a few minutes ago about upgrading your home. Maybe I'll go to your property and meet you. Hey, man, I like your house. I'm not going to find anything better than this. You're in a nice cul-de-sac. You're in a quiet, secluded area. You have a beautiful home. You need to do some upgrades and fix it. I'm not going to find anything like this for this price this year. I'm letting you know. I'm not going to find a home in a cul-de-sac like this, because a home in a cul-de-sac in a secluded area is going to be a little more than you want to spend. So instead of selling, maybe you should upgrade a little bit. But that's the thing. I'm not going to talk you out of buying something or selling something. I'm just going to give you some advice, because you have a nice home. I'm going to let you have a nice home. I can find something nice for you, of course. But if you want to live in a secluded place and you're in secluded already, you're not going to want to move into a place where there's a lot of traffic. It's going to really significantly affect you. So what am I saying here is, you don't want to change where you're living to something that you're not used to. Okay? I'm going to give you a little analogy. Remember the show King of Queens, Carrie and Doug? They were going to buy a house, and they didn't buy it because Doug messed up. And they ended up buying this house next to the school. And then they bought their little house in the neighborhood. Okay, you see what I'm saying here? You don't buy a house next to a big school if you lived in a house at the end of a cul-de-sac. So you want to kind of upgrade to the same thing. Same thing with home buyers. Okay. I have a few more things I want to talk about here with you guys. I hope you don't mind my longer than normal video, but this is the beginning of the year. Now, let me talk to you about 2024, what I see in 2024 in real estate. And this is the business side of real estate. I'm going to go a couple of quick minutes here. Now, what I see in 2024 is real estate. I do see selling is happening. I see more people are going to buy more real estate than I see people selling. I think, like I said before, the market has 3 months inventory. I have to double check the numbers. I could be wrong on that a little bit. Also, I want to see real estate interest rates dropping down a little bit. I don't see food prices improving too much. They're getting kind of high. I see people like cutting back on their going out and spending money on their housing. Now, the housing market is going to significantly be affected by the real estate the real estate market is going to be affected by the presidential and statewide elections coming up in a couple of months. And so that's going to happen. People are going to wait. But I see as a professional, I see real estate's going to happen. I see we're going to see increased transactions. I see we're going to see more buyers and sellers out there moving up, moving down into the specific type of real estate they're looking for. But most importantly, I see real estate. I see the housing markets staying level. But importantly, I don't recommend anybody right now refinancing right now until the interest rates change what they're doing in the next couple of months. They're going to drop a little bit. So I would make sure you get on the do not call list. Because once you apply for credit, then people keep calling you to try to sell you something. So make sure on the do not call list. And most importantly, one more thing I want to end with. I appreciate you guys watching my video. I'm at 949-439-0383. I'm here to help you. I'm here to assist you. And I'm at www.joepadovich.com. I'm always available. I work out of Keller Williams' office, but I'm sell real estate anywhere from Southern California at the San Diego border all the way up to the Oregon border. So we're here for you whenever you need us. I thank you so much and have a good day. I appreciate you and have a good day now. Thank you so much.